I think Erik ten Hag might be just as excited as Manchester United fans for our new owners coming in. In this video, I'm going to run through his interview with Andy Mitten from The Athletic, where he speaks about new owners. He speaks about the money that's going to come with it, the excitement that he's got, the work he's done so far, the work he's got coming ahead, the competition in the Premier League. There's a ton of things I'm going to run through and cover in this interview, so make sure you do please drop a like on the video and join the community. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a member of it. You want to, because it's good. I think so anyway. You want to because it's good. That's a terrible introduction. But anyway, I'm excited about what's going on. And look, it doesn't matter what you hear or what you hear this snake saying. This is what he said when he was asked by Adam Leventhal out in Qatar when he was there to watch the football. Avram Glazers there to watch football. Okay.
Just ask you how your experience has been here.
It's been great. Great game today, great game yesterday, and looking forward to the final.
Can you give me an update of where you stand with the sale of Manchester United?
It's not necessarily a sale, it's a process, and we're going forward with the process, so we'll see what happens.
How many interested parties have you had so far?
I'm here to really watch the World Cup, but I appreciate your interest.
Just one little update just to give us a taste of how it's progressing.
That's the update. The update is the process, and the process is proceeding. So,
what's the timetable on it?
Once again, I'm here to enjoy the World Cup, but I appreciate your questions.
Avram Glazer, a man who has watched 3-4 United games in 17 years, is out in Qatar to watch Amrabat go up with Tchouaméni in midfield. He wants to see whether Hakimi can stop. I mean, easy fuck. He's there to sell Manchester United, so it doesn't matter what you hear or what you see anywhere about Manchester United not necessarily being for sale. We are for sale. We will have new owners in 2023, and this man is excited about it, and so he should be, and we are all excited about it. Let's run through the interview now and all the key information and points. As I said, big up to Andy Mitten for this interview. And this is what Erik ten Hag said about the idea of new owners. He goes, my information is it will be only good things because there will be more investment possible, which is good. And you are damn right about that, Erik ten Hag, because new owners, they're going to come in and they're going to spend money properly. Look, we've got 6 signings here. We've got Martinez, Antony, Eriksen, Casemiro, Dubravka and Malacia. But you know full well that during that summer, Manchester United, we were after Rabiot. We were after what's his face? Can't remember his name anymore. Arnautovic. I don't want to remember his name anymore. My mind's blanked it. But we only did that after we were after 2 defeats, and the Glazers went, our asset, we're losing value. Let's bring the credit card out. New owners completely changed that. And I'm dead excited about it. And I tell you what, I'm so glad that Erik ten Hag is the manager that's going to be in charge of Manchester United that will take us through into new owners. Honestly, in the grand scheme of timing of everything that's happened post-Fergie, would I have rather this happened under Van Gaal? No. Mourinho? No. Solskjaer? No. Ragnick? No. Ten Hag is the best manager we've had post-Fergie, and I couldn't be happier that it's going to be him that's in charge of the club when new owners come in. But he is very much aware of how much this competition, the Premier League, has changed and will continue to change, and it's a big thing that he focuses on. He said, look, there's a change in circumstance when you compare with 5 or 10 years ago. The competition is much tougher. Newcastle are coming, maybe even West Ham, but they have huge investments. Spurs, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, I don't need to talk about them. Quickly, you can count 7 or 8 clubs that can compete in the league. And even at the bottom, I don't see weak teams. They're all strong. There's no easy games. And he focuses on Newcastle. He said they've done well. They did the right investments, and that's what you have to value. Make the right environment and culture. And Eddie Howe has done very well, and he has done well. And what Newcastle are effectively trying to do is become the new City. And they have got the funds to do it. They have got the fan base to do it. They've got the stadium to do it. They're in a far better initial structure than Man City were. And look at City now. I would very much expect Newcastle over the next 2-3 years to come and really shake shit up. And that is exactly why new owners are required, because summers like this, they're going to have to become commonplace in terms of how much was spent. Maybe not in the idea of that spending on that signing that many players, but in terms of spending 250 mil, it's going to happen. I would imagine it's going to happen every year from now on in the Premier League for the foreseeable future. That would be a prediction of mine, and that's why that's why Erik ten Hag is excited about the idea of new owners. And I'll tell you what, he's started to. He probably wouldn't have expected the owners of Manchester United to be as they are. I think he expected a better structure behind the scenes. And in terms of talking about the Glazers, in terms of talking to Richard Arnold, this is what Erik ten Hag said about that. He said that it was Richard Arnold who told him about the Glazers' decision to sell. He said they're open and transparent. I mean, who are you lying? I mean, come on. Open and transparent. It's as transparent as mud. He said they're open and transparent. We spoke about the culture we want. We spoke about objectives, goals, and the culture. And he confirmed it will not change with new owners, that it will be even better because more money will become available for this project. Let me see if I've still got these little sound bars down. Where is it down there? Sound, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit. Yeah, boy. Man United, baby. Well, that's what the Glazers are trying to do. I don't know why I did that. I got excited and remember I had a soundboard. Anyway, back to this. Ten Hag has twice met them. I don't speak to them that often, but I've met them and I've spoken to them before. I was like, I don't care about that. I don't care. What Erik Ten Hag has learned quickly is that the Glazers' interest in Manchester United is not the same interest that he has as Manchester United manager. He came into the club to take the club back to the top, to win trophies and to create his own legacy. He's now realised quickly that the Glazers are not interested in that same thing, that their desires at Manchester United are very, very different to what Ten Hag's are, to what the fans are, and probably to what the players are as well. And that is why he's probably got a beaming smile on his face at the idea of it. It's been a lot of turmoil that he's had to deal with so far. Cristiano Ronaldo situation that unfolded and having to deal with that. New owners. I mean, a lot. Squad turnover, but that always happens under new managers. But he's the man steering us through the most significant 12 months our football club has had since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. With the Ronaldo situation and how he's dealt with that and with new owners coming in. What a 12 months it's going to be. Really, really is. This is what else he had to say as well. He was asked whether he feels United can compete with these state-backed clubs. He goes, yes. I think it's also about strategy, not just money. It's clear that when you don't have the right players and quality players, you will not be successful and achieve the targets you set. The competition is really tough, so you need the right players. And if we rewind to the summer and how Manchester United did with Martinez, Antony, Eriksen, Casemiro, Malacia, Dubravka, we signed technical players. We signed players who are really good with the ball at their feet. Players who really can take the level of this Manchester United team up another notch or two. And that's what he's going to be aiming towards when he moves forward. And that big thing there that he said there, it's also about strategy and not just money. And I hope this is going to be the end of this era. This incompetence. Because, look, the Glazers have been abysmal owners. But if we had someone else instead of Ed Woodward spending the money over the last 10, 15 years, we would not be in the position we are in. We have wasted so much money. We hemorrhaged money on ill-advised purchases, on huge contracts. The money that was spent we spent a lot of our own money. We spent it so fucking badly. So Ten Hag's right. It's not just about spending a ton of money. You've got to spend it correctly. I've said it before. It's like giving a drunk guy your wallet before he goes into a shop. He's just going to buy all sorts of shit. Stuff you don't really need. You can't trust him to spend the money. That's what Woodward's been like when he was in control of the money. So whoever that person is just as important as getting new owners in, the infrastructure that exists under this new ownership as well as Ten Hag. Now, further in this interview, he said this. He goes, look, if we go back to where we started, unless everyone is unified, then you won't achieve that. So in a way, you're in a better situation now than you were because everyone's together, unified. We are moving in a better direction, but there is still a lot of room for improvement. And no United fan, maybe there are some. You can let me know if you're one of those in the comments. But I feel like no United fan can deny the good work that Ten Hag has done so far. No United fan will also deny the fact that we are nowhere near the end product yet. And that's something that Ten Hag constantly reiterates. We're good, but we're not quite there yet. We've done well, but let's focus on what's ahead. And he's not losing track of that, no matter who is going to come in as new owners. And he said this towards the end of the interview. I'm happy with the way players perform and the fact they play as a team with the right spirit and mentality. But there is always a battle to keep that progress going. It means keeping the high standards. I always say satisfaction makes you lazy. I like that. It's a good sentence. If you are too satisfied with yourself and the team, you will not maintain those high standards. It's up to me to control that and set a good example. We have to live to the high standards all the time, and then we can compete with the best clubs in the Premier League and achieve our goals. And I've got a picture of Casemiro here, and I could have pulled up a picture of Martinez or Eriksen or, McTominay. I don't know, McTominay. it feels different at United at the moment. It feels like a real United is coming back together. The manager's speaking as a United manager. Even if you could look at how he dealt with the Rashford situation and looking at Rashford now, how he's dealing with the Sancho situation. Got some empathy and he's just keeping it behind closed doors, protecting his players. Bigging his players up, taking them out when he needs to, criticising where he needs to, not going. It's just, I like his balance in his management as much as I like the balance I'm seeing in the football team. And I'm so excited about what's coming next. I don't feel it's misplaced, naive optimism anymore. I think it's just genuine, full-blown optimism about what this man is. He said that he's going to battle everyone. In that first interview, you remember that. And now the fact that this is happening allows this conversation to really get more and more exciting. The Glazers are selling the club. This man's in charge of it. We're going to have money to spend. And it's going to be exciting to watch that. We need that money to compete with everything that's going around us in the league. And getting the Glazers out and getting rid of that Woodward era and bringing this man everything he needs to bring United back to the top. Yeah, man. I'm just excited about what is next. I really am. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me running through the interview. Cracking interview. Big up. I'll leave the link to the interview in the comments. Description, sorry. So you can go and read that full interview on The Athletic. But make sure you drop a like on the video. And I swear, when we get confirmation of the Glazers, who they're selling to, like we're having a party. We're having more than one party. We're gonna have like a month of parties.